Hey everyone, this is Judy with JLBCrafts. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thank you so much for giving me a try. In today's video, I want to talk about, this is going to be part 5 of my series. I think it's part 5. Is that what number we're on? Yeah, part 5. So I want to talk about, I had an idea a while back for combining the value pack sticker book with the accessory pack. So I don't always buy both. I definitely lean toward, my first choice is always going to be the value pack sticker book, the 30-page books. When there's also an accessory book, I look at the sticker pages and compare. And if there are enough different stickers or copies of the stickers that are my favorite, then I'll go ahead and get both. The problem is I don't pull them both out when I want to use one for a spread necessarily. So, because every additional thing I need to pull out makes me less likely to actually pull it out. So I was toying with the idea of combining, since I've been combining sticker books, combining the accessory book with the value pack sticker book so that I just have one thing to pull out. So I want to play with that concept today, and these are the three that I'm leaning toward combining. The pressed florals, the indigo, and the girl with goals. And if I like the way it works out, then I probably will do more of them. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, since they're all exactly the same size and they're all punched and everything else, I'm thinking I could pull the stickers off, and maybe I have a couple ideas for a way to combine them up here across the top, just the two clumps of stickers, if you will. And then even possibly the post-it notes. So I'm going to start, deep breath, I'm going to start by pulling this off. I want it to come off as one. Oh, it's got a separate, okay, that's just glued on. Anyway, either way, I want it to come off as one clump of stickers. There we go. Okay, so I have, for the top here, I just want it to be one really thick pad of stickers. So a couple different options. I have a couple clips here. I'm going to line it up the best I can and clip it together. And then I thought, so I mentioned in one of my videos this stuff called padding compound. So I got that stuff out, and I'm thinking I can smear that across the top and turn, since the pages are already affixed to this glue, I don't need to glue the pages. I just need to connect the two books. So it is going to be a little bit thicker. The next thing I can do too then is cut this to give myself a wider top to accommodate the extra thickness if it comes to that. So here is my bottle of padding compound, and it's literally used to make an edge of a stack of paper into a pad. So I thought I could, it's this exact stuff. So I thought I could smear some of this across the top. The other thing you can use is rubber cement, because, and the thing that you're looking for is something that's going to dry flexible. So I wouldn't use anything that's going to dry brittle, because then when you go to flip your sticker book open at a certain spot, it's going to crack and could potentially break. So padding compound, rubber cement, they're both going to dry flexible. The other thing I like to do with my sticker books, I tried a trick that someone pointed out once upon a time about covering the grommets with washi tape, and that's working okay, but as you can see, I only did this a couple weeks ago and I haven't used this book very much, and they're already coming out. So I like to take the string off. I take the grommets out. So here's an example. You just grab the grommets and you can pop them right out, and then I like to tie the string on top. So that still can happen once I glue these two together. The other option I was thinking about was, I don't know, if I tie the elastic around the top, I don't know if a strip of duct tape would be enough to hold that together. I'm thinking it probably won't, but it's worth a try. And then the other option I was toying with was actually cutting this so that I could include the Post-it notes maybe in the back, but that's just going to get way crazy super thick, and I would definitely have to do something to increase the depth of this top here. So let's see. I think this is coming down far enough that I don't need to, I'm not going to mess with increasing the top. So I think what I want to do is just go ahead and smear some of this padding compound on here. Again, the pages are all in the 2 separate pads. All I'm wanting to do is kind of glue them, get them bound together. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. You can use a small paintbrush or a Q-tip. To be honest, since it's just a small amount, I'm just going to use my finger. So I'm just smearing a little bit on there. It's kind of like Elmer's glue, you know? It's not flammable or anything, so, I mean, I wouldn't eat it, but I'm just going to wipe the extra back into the bottle. Oops, get that off of there. But yeah, I'm just smearing it across to try to unite these 2 sticker pads into one. I didn't get any on any of those. And then I'm going to let this dry, and I'm going to do this with a couple of them. I guess I should have done one before I started filming so that I had a dry one for you guys to see. But like Elmer's glue, it won't take too long to dry, but that's all there is to it. So I'm just going to let that dry, wipe off my finger. Yeah, it totally just feels like Elmer's glue. Although Elmer's glue dries pretty brittle if after it's had some time to dry, so perishable if frozen. That tells me there's a lot of water content in this. Dries to a flexible coating. That's what you're looking for, something that dries to a flexible coating. And I just got this on Amazon. I'll link it in the cards down below, or I'm sorry, in the description box down below. I like to keep the Post-it notes with the stickers if there's a chance I might incorporate them permanently into my spread. So this, obviously, I would not. Well, I could. I mean, I could put it on the left-hand side. But this one is going to be exactly the same size as a classic vertical box. So you could easily use these in your spread with a little tape runner on the back. And these swishy ones I love. I actually did use these in my monthly spread on my social media planner. I used this in lieu of the stickers that are in here because I wanted to, these are clear plastic and I wanted to write on them. So I actually used some tape runner to put a couple of these in my monthly spread as stat boxes. For another one that's really great for that is the pressed florals. This would make a great vertical catch-all box. So would this one. This would make a great little appointment box. So this is another one where I would definitely want to think about keeping the Post-it notes in with a sticker book. So that might be a good case for putting I was thinking I could put these here in the back. Cut this and put these in the back like this, and then pull this off and put these in the front, and then I would definitely need to make this opening deeper. But you can see there the hole is lined up, so I could definitely run my elastic through there and just make one big long combined book. Do I want to do that? What else did I pull out? Yeah, the Faith book has good Post-it notes for that as well. I'm not a Faith planner, but I just thought this book was absolutely gorgeous. And I wanted to try doing that. So let's go ahead and I'm going to let that dry. Put this off to the side. Let's go ahead and try doing that with the pressed florals. I just really want this to be one book. So I'm going to pull out my paper trimmer. And I'm going to cut this right along. Well, actually, okay, first thing I'm going to do is pull the stickers off, like I did before, as one big, hopefully as one big pad of stickers. One 20-page mini value pack sticker book. There we go. Okay, and then those are gonna go here in the front, like so. But then I want to include the Post-it notes. So let's see here. There we go. I'm gonna cut this right at the crease. And it didn't cut all the way through because of the thickness of the Post-it notes. It didn't, my blade couldn't reach deep enough. It's trying. I'm pressing really hard. Nope, didn't quite go through. Oh, there we go. Okay, it almost went all the way through. Let me trim this edge. Just clean this edge up a little bit. So now I might need to cut just a tiny bit off the top of this. So before we put glue and everything on this, let's see how this will fit. If I tuck this right up in there, it's just the right width. So what I could do is tape runner that. Oh yeah. Tape runner that. That fits right. Oh, exactly right up in there. Perfect. And then I have my Post-it notes and all my stickers. So it would be just like this. And that's definitely, like I said, going to be way, way too thick. Okay, so first thing I want to do is grab my tape runner. And I'm just going to go ahead and go around the outside of this. And my tape runner doesn't like that smooth surface. We'll try this one. There we go. And I don't think I'm going to do this with all of these books yet. I think I want to play with this one a little bit and make sure that this is what I want to do. So I probably shouldn't have started with my favorite, the florals, but I'm most likely to want to grab this one and have all of my options at my fingertips. Okay, so just, there we go. All right, so that is now a part of my value pack sticker book. Okay, so even if that was all I did, that actually still closes and still works nicely. Okay, but I want to include these. So I think I'm gonna go ahead, let's see, do I want to, if I were gonna widen this, I would need to cut, and just thinking, like if I wanted to widen this, I'd want to tuck the black. So let me grab one of my other combined books. So here I used the front and the back of the colorful boxes, but I combined several copies. I think this is 2 copies. But I have this black spine kind of tucked up in under. So if I'm not gonna pull this apart, I don't really have a way of doing that because these are attached and I don't want them, these are attached here and I don't want to break that attachment. So if I leave this on and cut it at the front, then I can tuck that new piece of black spine into the front. So I think I want to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and cut this right along the crease. Just debating, do I really, really, really want to do this? Because once I cut this, there's no going back. I do. I want to make this one book and it's not going to work with the double thickness. Now I can attach this, make the top as wide as I need, and actually I could even use this so it can keep my printed front. Maybe I'll do that. So if I did that, if I cut this off and attached the front like that, That would work. And that way I keep my pre-printed top. Just an option. Let's do that, because I don't need this for anything, so. Okay, so I'm going to cut this just slightly below. So I have plenty to glue to. That's what I'm thinking. I have plenty to tape runner attached to. Ooh, that's thick. So now if I cut this as wide as the top, this was not the right direction to go in. It's worth a try. As I'm cutting this, I'm just thinking to myself, you know what, if I do this, I don't have a way to join these here. How do I glue these together? That's where I could use the piece of black underneath. I'm going to pause this and grab some black paper and I'll be right back. Okay, so here's a piece of black cardstock scrap that I had from my books that I combined before. And what I'm thinking I could do is just cut a strip of it to glue these two. I don't know if I'm going to like this. I don't know if it's going to stay this, excuse me, hiccups, if it's going to stay this way, but it's worth trying. It's worth playing with. So just trying to get a feel for how thick I need to cut this. Now for this one, since it's so thin, I am going to get my paper out. Okay, so I'm just going to put tape runner across here. And this would be a good one you could use glue on too. Okay, so now if I put this, tuck this down in, and then this one, just spitballing here, guys. I hate that saying. I don't know why I said that. Just experimenting. So now I got that. So now I have one spine. There we go. And I can use a black Sharpie to fill in that spot so it blends a little better. So I just have a plain old fat black Sharpie that we'll use right here. Try not to write on any of the letters because that'll defeat the purpose. So now I have one spine that is thick enough to go over the post-it notes and the stickers, and I just wrote on my finger. And then the last portion is to glue this onto here. Oh, I gotta punch a hole. Oh my gosh, almost forgot to punch a hole. That would have been bad. Where's my hole puncher? Come out, come out. Okay, here we go. So let's put a little dot here where I need to punch my hole. Oh, super thick. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm not going to put the padding compound on until I'm done playing with this, but I do want to go ahead and put the clips on to hold it together, just to make sure I've got everything set, because once I put the padding compound on, I need to stop playing with it and let it dry. So there's, oh, this is a stiff one. Oh my gosh, I can't get that one to open. My fingers aren't strong enough. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we might have to do that one with just one. So anyway, if I put this here, oops, put this here, put this here. Yep, that's perfect. Okay. Yep. So then I have one book. I like it. All right. One last thing though, I want to get and do the black edge of this book. So I'm just running this side of the Sharpie over the white cut edge, and it turns it black, and that helps. And now we will tape runner this I'm actually going to sit it up on this book because it's not flat and I can't get to where I need. There we go, like that. So just where the white is, lots of tape runner. And if you do get some out of bounds, if you will, then it just rubs right off. So now I can put this right there. There we go. And now, after the padding compound, I have one extra thick book. Yep, that's got my, and I can leave, I have the rubber band still on there if I want to use the rubber band. I don't have to, but I can. There we go. So that is my combined book. I'm going to go ahead and put the padding compound on there and then let it dry. But that is my process. I think I'm going to go with, this one's over here still trying to dry. Yeah, it's getting there. It's almost dry. Oops, I just smeared it. But anyway, that's going to be the process for combining books. Alright, so this is what I ended up with. These are the two that I played with. So this is the one that I combined the top with the black piece of paper. It's got my list and my post-it notes in the back. It's got the 30 pages of the value pack sticker book and then the 20 pages from the accessory book. The elastic fits on there just fine. I did pull the elastic off of the back of the accessory book, and I can use that up here in the hole if I want at some point. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do with that, but it opens up just fine. I can flip to the very back. I've got my post-it notes and my to-do list if I want it. If I want to put those in my planner, I can flip through here all 50 pages just like it's one book. I've got everything in one spot. So that's that one. This one you can see the bottom of the sticker book doesn't quite come all the way down because again I didn't make the spine, the top of this one, any thicker. I didn't do anything there. I'm going to play with these two the way they are. And I didn't include the post-it notes in the back of this one. I still may do that, but again you can see it's staying together. It's flipping through as one 50-page sticker book. So that is it. That is my process. I am going to play with these and make sure that I don't want to refine my process at all or change anything. Make sure that I want to go ahead and include the post-it notes in the back. I think I'm going to like having them back there. I think I'm going to like having it all in one shot. And this seems to be holding together really nicely. I hope you like this video. I hope it encourages you to think outside the box and manipulate your stickers, manipulate your materials into storage solutions that work for you so that it makes it more likely for you to actually use the stickers. Because it doesn't do us any good to have them to do a beautiful spread and then a few days later find a sticker that you wished you had had at your fingertips so that you could have used it. So I hope you like this video. I hope it gets you excited to make some changes. If it does, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you.